There we go. We're live.
All right, so let's let Twitch catch up here because
Yep. Let it load,
it's
and then we will say hi.
the Twitch lag and all that fun stuff.
It's just we need. Okay.
Wow, there we are.
Once we get this starting screen, it'll be better. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know. All right, I'm up on Twitch.
Nice. Perfect. Yo, Jams. Hello, everyone who is here. And good morning.
It's literally good morning, guys. It is 6:16 a.m. Okay, 6:16. Might take me a minute to get rolling, but it's 6:16.
Matt looks so tired.
Yeah, considering I went to bed at like 1, I think.
So you've had about 4 or 5 hours sleep.
Yeah, I had about 4 or 5 hours.
Nice. Wow, Stephen. Okay, so basically, one of the things with the show is because Matt lives in America, we're English. We wanted to have a time where we could all kind of come together as one. But the only problem is, it means that Matt has to get up at like 5 in the morning, and he is not happy about it. Look at it.
Yes.
Yeah. He is really.
So yeah, I'm dragging. I'm dragging ass.
He'll wake up in the next 5 minutes. Don't worry.
No, I'm not on the brink of tears. I'm on the brink of like passing out. So if I just all of a sudden slump backwards, don't worry about it. Just let me be. Send me a couple DMs on Twitter, and I might wake up in my work. No.
Right then, so I feel like we should introduce the actual show.
Hashtag save Matt. That's great.
So Raven, tell us about yourself.
Oh, I'm on the spot now.
You are.
Wasn't expecting that. What do I say?
Read the panel.
Oh, yeah, it's like a script, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, according to Callie, I am the most organized man on Twitch. It's probably not true, but
It is true.
very organized.
It is right here in front of me, thanks to Raven. I have all the episodes, the dates, and I have all the topics. Thanks to Raven. All of it looking very professional right here. I feel professional with this in front of me.
Raven, GM me the link, would you?
Matt, introduce yourself. Let's. What have you got to say?
Well, let's see. I got to say coffee is good. Coffee is very good. Apparently, according to Callie, my specialty is being an audio and game enthusiast. I don't know about a game enthusiast, but definitely an audio enthusiast. It's fuck all early. And by the way, this is not a PG stream.
Everyone
so
leaves
just,
right away. They're like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, no, this is definitely not a PG stream, especially with some of the topics that we'll be getting into. But yeah, so I'm in New York, not New York City. For those of you who instantly think that, I am in upstate. So occasionally you will see me probably live sometimes from a laptop going, hey, I'm outside because it's nice.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's 6:30 in the morning. I might not be. So, all right, Callie, introduce yourself.
Scrub. That's just basically it, to be honest. I just can't really say much else. I'm bad at games. That is it.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Topic 1: make Callie swear. Yeah. No, he can swear. I've heard him swear before.
I've heard him swear, yeah.
No, I've never sworn.
No. You've never sworn on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's true.
You swore it on Beam
Maybe.
a few times.
So, anything you'd like to start us off with? Anyone? Or
Well, let's go into how this all came around to being this talk show that we're doing. So when I stream, Callie would come into my room or into the channel, and all of a sudden we'd have these like 45-minute to an hour debates. Like he would completely derail my channel. I mean, completely.
you'd be in the middle of modding something, and then I'd just come.
Yeah,
in and
I'd be
have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen me on Twitch, then I'm a modded Minecrafter. I like modded. I don't like. I'm not very good at mini games. So let me rephrase that. I suck at mini games.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I know you do. But yeah, I'd be trying to do something, trying to achieve something, and then Callie would come into the chat, and we'd have a debate on gun control, or we'd have a debate on what else did we do? I don't know. You derailed my chat so many damn times
Vegans.
that vegans
Trump
and stuff like that.
Trump and Hillary. There was what are the other? There was so many. There's literally just. I'd come in and
Yeah.
go, Matt, what do you think about this? And he'd go, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. And I'd be like, we're talking about it for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You better think of something.
Exactly. Exactly. So he comes to me and he says, okay, well, why don't we do a show just on these topics and these debates, because it seems to just flow right off the top of our heads very well. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So that's how this all came around. And then Raven got pulled into it because we felt we needed a third party to keep us tame. So he keeps us on track, and actually I've made it my personal goal to make him blush every stream I can. So
You just saying that's gonna like cause it.
I like that. I like
well,
that.
you realize that my first sips of coffee are starting to work, so I'm starting to wake up here. So yeah, so this is how it all came around. So oh god, yeah, Big Mighty, I hear you. So yeah, so what's our first topic today, Callie?
I'd say our first topic would be the Twitch partner program. And is it fair? Will it change? And what are the sub-advantages? What do people who are partnered actually, what is their advantage on Twitch?
Raven, you start off with this one. I gotta think about this one for a second.
He can't think, so he just passes it on to Raven. Pass.
Oh dear. Not sure if it was free really. It's quite difficult to say, to be honest, I think, because you've got a set of guidelines which they say you need to meet, the requirements as such, but then there's very few people that seem to hit those requirements and still get it. I mean,
True. What is the view count that they're looking for? What is the concurrent?
That's the thing. I mean, it's difficult to say now because every channel is looked at differently, which has its advantages, but at the same time has disadvantages.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem fair. You see people with hundreds of viewers who aren't partnered, and you see people with 50, 70 who are. And it seems like, why aren't the people with more? So it's 300 plus concurrent. That's what they I guess they put as a goal for them. But I guess people who, it can go either way. It fluctuates, I guess. People can go inside that boundary.
I mean, there is. I've seen streams from other countries, say Korea as such. There's not as many, so the ones who are at the top of the list as such get it a lot easier because their language doesn't have that many streamers. So there's
wait for Matt
less
to go.
choose from.
Wait for Matt to go and learn Korean now.
No.
I realised as I was saying this, I'm thinking I've actually been in Korean streams. I'm admitting this on stream.
Yeah. Well, see, I think my biggest thing is really honestly, it's that it seems like what they're saying in chat, they're saying 300 plus concurrent. Well, the 300 plus concurrent, is that 300 plus concurrent, and then you can fall back to like 40?
Yeah, it doesn't. It seems like you can get a spike, and then it doesn't really matter. Morning, Baz.
Yeah, is it like averaged out or
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the swings, between summer and school season, and that's the way I say it, is summer and school season, because it seems to be what the flux on Twitch is, especially with who's watching and the viewing audience and stuff like that. Now you got people like me that, yes, I am old. I am old as shit. I'm 35.
That's actually not very old, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Compared to you guys, what? You're in your early 20s, if that. Raven.
17.
Both 17.
Yeah. Oh, both 17. Well, shit, I'm even off on that. All right, so most of you guys, I don't know if you realize you're watching an old guy and two young kids, but anyway,
Matt.
But I look, Ambo, what the hell do you keep doing with Nightbot? Anyway, my thing is from my perspective, I'm an older streamer, so I'm looking at, okay, I see these guys, and I do legitimately. If you go into what's that? What's the big one? Like, not WoW, but the other one that's up there. We got to be careful with what we say because we don't want to be censored by anybody for offending anybody. But my main thing is okay, you see some of those guys, they're pulling in 15, 1,600 people, but how many of them are view botting? How many of them are using that to get the concurrent stream? And League of Legends, thank you, Daji. So you see people, and you even see little guys that are, yeah, League of Losers. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, we won't go there, um, but you see these guys and you go into their chats, and you just poke around to see, okay, what is everyone else doing that's attracting so many people? And the chats are filled with, some of them are filled with active chats, some of them aren't filled with active chat, and they're partnered. And I'm like, I'm looking at it going, okay, well, is that just Twitch saying, well, okay, you've got 300 max concurrent viewers for the 30, 60, 90 or whatever, how many days that you are, let's partner this person. And to be honest, I don't know, and especially with the way Twitch is going, I don't know if partnering is something I would want. I mean, yeah, you've got access to the new bits and cheering section and stuff like that, but honestly, I started, you're starting to hear some of the streamers come out and when they're getting paid, their paid schedule, it's every 90 days.
90 days, that's crazy. That is too
90.
long.
It's like 60 or 90 days or something like that.
I think it's 60. I thought I heard it was 60, but that's just crazy.
Okay, well, yeah, 60 days to get your cheers that you're getting from people. If that's the way it is, I'm sorry. Use PayPal. Use the other gateways. Use what is it now? It's not Twitch Labs, but is it Labs or Streamlabs?
Streamlabs.
So use Streamlabs and use their donation system and stuff like that, and be relying on that. You're starting to choke the streamers that you have already partnered. That's just, I mean, I don't. Honestly, come on. I don't know about you, but I know some streamers that they live on the Twitch revenue month to month to month, and now you're trying to add a donation system that now you're waiting on that even longer.
Yeah, I think we should stick to the PayPal donations. I don't like the bits, honestly. I don't like the cup thing. I don't like it. That's just me.
Well, it's like I said to you guys. I mean, the cup thing reminds me of 2 girls, 1 cup. I mean, it just every time you're trying to keep it overflowing the cup. And if I just grossed a bunch of people out, I'm so sorry. But if you haven't seen that video, do not look it up. Do not. It'll ruin your day.
Vinci.
Just the day.
Yeah. So, well, just a day will scar you for life. But anyway.
Yeah.
One thing I think that happens is in the summer, especially, people peak because there's so many people coming onto Twitch, and then that's when a lot of people pretend looking like they get partnered, because their viewers are so much higher. Then after that, it falls down. Because you were saying to me in the summer, Matt. Actually, you were saying that it's died down this summer, though. You were saying that.
Oh, it's. I think it's died way down. I think for a lot of streamers, their viewership is way down. Now, I don't know if it's because their audience has gotten older and into new things and moving around, or I don't know if it's that they're just not as good as they once were, or they're just not as entertaining as they once were.
I think what happens is people move on from games as well. Like I'm moving away from, you want to try new stuff, and then people start to find other streamers. Then they come back eventually. But it's like me with YouTube. I watch YouTube. I love a YouTuber for like a month, and then after that I won't watch any of their videos for a certain amount of time because I've watched too much of it. It's like a song. If I find a new song, I listen to it on repeat until I'm so sick of it I don't want to hear it ever again. I do it all the time.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I get that, but one of the things that I've, and this brings us, I guess, into our next topic that we're talking about is picking games. Do you go to multi games, or do you stay with one big, one game and stick with it and hammer it out? But does that lead to burnout, and does that lead to everything else that goes on?
It's really hard because
it is really hard.
When I started, I loved Minecraft. Minecraft was the only game I ever wanted to play because I loved it like crazy. But now, I'm moving away from it. I like it still, but I don't want to play it constantly because there's other games that I enjoy. So yesterday, I played H1Z1 on the stream, and surprisingly, a lot of people still watched, which I was really kind of surprised with because I didn't think that would be their type of game to watch.
Yeah, I'm starting to, and the chat's bringing up a couple of good points too. Some have quit because of lower viewer counts. Yeah, some have quit because of low viewer counts because they're no longer getting that sub revenue, or they're no longer getting that donation revenue. I mean, because when was the last time you heard big donation trains of up to $200, $300, $400 anymore? I mean, last time I heard that was.
That's actually kind of Baz's point. A lot of viewers realize that a lot of streamers do it for money.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
They realizing kind of that.
Let's be realistic.
They're not doing it. They're not doing it for the game anymore because that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it still is for me. I mean, I think even I moved away from it a bit because I get donations. Like, there's no avoiding it now. If you get donations, you're always going to have that little part of your stream that's got
Yeah.
money orientation, which is slightly annoying because I don't want it to be like that. But
Yeah.
then again, that's how I've got this setup, which allows me to stream with higher quality. So it's just so annoying, because.
Hmm.
But I still do it for the love of the games and interacting with the community, because I love Twitch community.
Yeah, I mean it's I guess it really depends on the streamer itself. I mean, and Raven, you're getting ready to start streaming now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this
been
is
trying to for a long time.
so this is I mean, this is a good thing for Raven because you're getting into it. Callie and I have. Well, Callie's been in it longer than I have, and I've done it, but I haven't been so much steady on it and had a steady streaming schedule because of work. I mean, in the summertime,
Busy.
the time that I have in the summertime is few and far between. So I have to really pick and choose what I really do. But during the school year, I have 5, 6, 7 hours that I can stream. But I have to make sure that I have all my. I'm trying to get caught up so that I can start streaming.
I think oh, sorry, carry on.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
Okay, I think Minty has a good point there with variety streamers. You're gonna have what they are. They have the community surrounding them, so no matter what they play, they're always gonna have the chat there. So, being like Minty says that here being people's streams, if they're interacting with chat and they've got that sense of community, whereas people who just play a game and aren't really interacting, why would you want to watch them stream? Watch a YouTube video, because that's what streaming's about for me anyway.
Well, yeah, and I agree there on that, but you also have to have what sets you apart to get you that community members together. I mean, let's face it, Callie. I mean, the majority of my followers have come because they followed you into my channel, and that has spurred me on, and I feel bad for some of them that used to come and watch me and that don't have watched me, or they've fallen off the map because I've taken an absence. But
That's fine.
you've
People come back.
Yeah, I know, and they all roll through. But I mean, beginning, and my advice to you, Raven, when you start is don't look at your viewer count, don't look at your numbers. I mean, even just whoever is in there, interact with your channel, interact with the people. And a lot of times, people just come in, they want to lurk. I had a couple the other day.
I enjoy lurking in your chat. I just listen to you while you're running about like a madman doing all your modded stuff. I don't understand any of it, but I enjoy lurking.
Yeah, no, and a lot of people do like that. A lot of people like to lurk like that. And it's how do you stay entertaining when you're sitting in front of when you have a silent chat?
Yeah, that is one of the hardest things for.
That's the thing I always struggled with, was the fact of trying to interact with the people that were there, but they weren't interacting back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, when you're talking to them, but people are lurking, and you don't get any response, and you're like, oh no, what do I do here? Because it's the worst when you ask a question, and you don't get a response, and you're like, you have to play it off, and you're like,
yes,
I didn't ask that. Shut up. I didn't say anything.
Dodgy's absolutely correct. I think they shouldn't post your viewer count. And let you know what's going on. Honestly, I think you should hide it, because if you don't look at your viewer count, you will stream longer. And he's right. Learn to ramble. You have to learn to ramble. You have to describe what you're doing until you get people in here that are, that are active and start talking to you and yes, you are gonna get the trolls, but it is what it is. But it's someone to interact with, even if you're interacting with trolls.
please don't take my stream down. Just interacting with them. Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Tom's right. Although I think once you're not looking at view count, you're also much more engaged with the people that are there. And you're also a lot happier, because you don't need to see view count. It doesn't matter. You interact with the people that are there. Usually open a whisper. That's a great idea, Bears, because then you can't see your view count, and you're just talking to people that are there. And I think once you're enjoying the game more, people tend to stay longer because they're enjoying the stream more, because it's obvious that you're not down. Because why would you want to watch someone who isn't having a good time? Like Matt right now.
Oh, I'm having a good time now. I've got 3/4 of a cup of coffee. I'm actually starting to get into it now.
Hey.
So, I honestly, I mean, I watch. I do tend to, when I want to watch somebody stream, like if nobody's online, or heaven forbid, I'm up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock my time, and you guys are sleeping. I'll, I'll turn on my stream, and I'll watch. But I mean, it's, how do you stay entertaining when you're sitting in front of, when you have a silent chat? And yes, you are going to get the trolls, but it's someone to interact with, even if you're not interacting with the people that are there. You know what I mean? I look to see who's got the lowest viewer count, and I go down and I look at it, and I look at, sometimes I'll sit there, and that's all that somebody needs is one person,
Mm.
one
Yeah.
person, and that makes their stream. It's that one person. So, and it's just, I guess it's just what works for you. I mean, find a game that works for you. Like, we've all found that Minecraft, well, at least right now, I don't know, Raven, what you're going to stream, but Callie and I,
Yeah.
we found that Minecraft is our primary game.
Mhm.
And then
we're
you're
gonna
starting to branch.
off. Yeah, I'm branching off
Right.
now.
You're starting to branch off where I'm content with staying with Minecraft and staying in it for right now because I haven't got bored of it yet. I mean, and a lot of people, that's the problem is they get running like, Paul John Fiction is a primary example that it's just recently started to stream other games because he's gotten sick of Minecraft.
Yes.
He's gotten sick of it. And to be honest, there's only so many mod packs. There's only so many mini games. I mean, you can only PvP so much.
And you can only pretend so much as well that you're enjoying the game. Because if you're not,
exactly,
you don't want to. This is his job now. He doesn't want to be playing something that he's not enjoying because otherwise he's not. It's not true. It's not himself.
Mm.
There's no point doing it. And yeah, I think Minty's got a good point again, where people they want to interact. I think that's the main thing now on Twitch. I go to a stream to interact most of the time anyway.
I agree. Yep. All right, so we beat that with a dead horse now. So what's the next topic here we got?
YouTubers on Twitch. What do you think about? Because that also comes from the partner thing. What do you think about? Because someone with a certain amount of subscribers instantly getting partnered on Twitch. What is?
Well, I wouldn't say instantly, but I would say
they can apply if they have over like how many is it? Like a decent amount of subscribers, like 50k.
Yeah.
They can just say, yeah, I've got this amount on YouTube. On YouTube, can I get a partnership? They go, yeah, because you've got the viewers there. That's all.
Honestly, I think it takes the YouTuber out of their environment, or their element, because they've now gone to basically just talking without any feedback to now they're actually having to interact with chat. They're having to deal with the trolls. They're having to deal with that. Some of them can do it. Some of them can't.
Yeah, it's quite weird watching them on Twitch how they deal with the live chat because a few YouTubers have started with this YouTube gaming now instead of Twitch, and watching this, it seem like they're just making a YouTube video. They don't read chat. Some of them, well, the ones that I've watched anyway.
Yeah, as I can't even try to figure out how to say his name, but yeah, 100,000 subs and 15,000 views. That's that's pretty good for any YouTuber. But and also we're gonna see a lot of people flocking away from YouTube now because of their new terms of service and their new
that's true. Censorship.
Censorship. Well, not censorship. Well, let's no.
To watch all the stuff that I've said that isn't PG, come over to Twitch and we'll let it all out.
Yes. And I think that's what you're going to find. You're going to find those streamer or those YouTubers who had that are going to move to a Twitch stream so that they can still have the subscribers and still have the revenue, but not be demonetized by YouTube. And that's let's face it, YouTube has turned into they've gone from being, and this is my personal opinion, they've gone from being a half-assed business to now their ad people that are working with them that are giving these ads are saying, look, we don't want our brand associated with this type of audience or this type of stream or video. You have to be careful, and it's just like anybody accepting any partnership for any ad advertising. You are agreeing if you want to get paid by these advertisers, you have to agree to their terms, and it has to fit you.
But then that's when it's all about money again, because
YouTube has always been about money.
But that's Baz's point here. Is I think a big issue is to just stream on YouTube and take the opportunity for other channels to get partnered on Twitch. That's hard because they want money, and Twitch, from what they've seen, has a greater sense of money surrounding it, doesn't it? For live streams, do you think YouTube gaming? Have you seen? What do they get partnered? Do they get partnered with subs?
No, YouTube gaming is something completely different.
Say that a YouTuber gets partnered instantly, they're gonna generate how many subscribers straight away? How they're gonna have an instant amount of people that are subscribed to their channel on Twitch.
Mhm.
they got them more money instantly. So what's the incentive to stay on the YouTube gaming?
There's, I really honestly, YouTube, well, yeah, both YouTube and Twitch are a business. It is, businesses are about money. Um, I agree with Dodgy on that. We're You're agreeing to use a service to broadcast yourself. You have to abide by those rules. YouTube has now strictly gotten into those rules where it says, okay, if you wish to receive monetization, you have to perform a certain way. Is that censorship? For some people, yes, because they're censoring the way that they do things. For other people, it's just like, oh, okay, fine. I mean, I know people that are clean YouTubers that have no
Well, I mean, I'm
problem.
fine. I don't. I'm a cringy YouTuber, but I'm not. I don't swear. I'm not edgy. Not edgy enough to be censored.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, some people are, like the top 5 YouTubers that YouTube has.
Yeah,
What is it?
Pewdie.
Yeah, they're pretty racy,
Yeah,
and they're
they are.
pretty.
PewDiePie, especially his videos lately, have just been completely different to what they used to be. He's turned into a filthy Frank.
Hmm.
Do you know who Frank is or not?
I'm
He's
familiar with the
yeah,
term, so yes.
pretty edgy YouTuber, to be honest. Does some
Hmm.
stuff. I don't know how he makes any money anymore. All of his videos must be censored, like by YouTube. Like that ad revenue must be taken away.
Right, and you could apply for leniency and stuff like that. And I think what's going to happen is eventually YouTube is going to say, okay, we have got this class of streamers that we need the advertising revenue pool around for these brands. So they need to, okay, so only these streamers can get this revenue, for not revenue, but get these advertisers are okay with the racy stuff. And then for everybody else, you can do this. Now that's up to YouTube as a business, and if they were smart, that's what they'd implement. I i i am hesitant to say that in maybe a year or two we will see Twitch do the same thing.
I don't think we will. I think
I
because
think,
it's a lot
well,
harder to control a live stream than a
it's
video.
not so much that, but you think about this. Um, YouTube didn't do it for the longest time. Okay. And all of a sudden, a bunch of, like I said, advertisers got, didn't want their brands associated with this type of thing, all of a sudden changed. They said, okay, well, we're going to pull your advertising. YouTube is then going to lose money as a business. So, yeah. So you start have to tighten things up, and you have to do things. It's only a matter of time before the advertisers in Twitch and the advertisers, trust me, this streaming business and stuff like that is very, very new to advertisers. They're really, really hesitant about it, but they're starting to see leaps and bounds and leaps and growth in their advertising because of it, and clicks to sites and stuff like that.
Especially
So
games.
once, yeah, especially games.
Games
So,
advertised on Twitch get a lot of like Rocket
but
League. Did you see the
yeah.
hype around Rocket League? That's a perfect example because of Twitch that made
Mm.
that game. I don't think
Hmm.
without Twitch and those streamers and those people advertising, I don't think it would have been what it is.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that and I'm going to predict it later on in Twitch. I mean, it might not be this year, might not be next year, but you are going to see the same thing cracking down. You're going to see them cracking down on which sponsors are going to be okay with certain games and certain styles and certain play fields, because they're not going to want their brand associated with that person or that type of style.
Chat,
It's it is it.
what's your
But
opinion? Do you think it will turn into the YouTube terms service and Twitch will start to implement censorship in the way that YouTube has, or do you think that they will try and stay away from that? What do you guys think?
I mean, and while we're waiting for chat to catch up to us, honestly, and I'm not saying I agree with this. Okay, I'm not saying I agree with everything that's going on like this, but just keep in mind that as you get there, you may have to, and in order to get partnered, you may have to act a certain way. We getting partnered is still mysterious for a lot of people.
Mm.
So
The thing with partnership is you're almost representing Twitch as a whole. So I do think that they possibly will crack down on stuff like that
That's a good
because
point.
you basically are Twitch. Twitch don't make the live stream that you watch, it's the streamers themselves. And I think the partners are the ones representing Twitch. So as much as I wouldn't like them to crack down too much, they will because they want to be working with big sponsors and stuff. So
That's a good point. I know because
Very,
they are representing the service.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, let's face it. Every one of us that clicks go live on Twitch is part of Twitch. We represent Twitch
Yeah.
because, you know, if you tell your friends, oh, I stream on Twitch. Well, what's Twitch? Oh, it's this live streaming platform. And they go out and check it out, and then they tell their friends, and then they become so the people who are on it and the people that make it, now the people who are partnered have got that step up from everybody else, and that's you're agreeing to say, yes, I am a part of Twitch. I will represent Twitch in my way in that thing. You see the Twitch shirts and the Twitch logo T-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm sure TwitchCon is a ball. I mean, I'd love to eventually get there someday, but
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
But let's face it, live streaming is starting. I mean, there's so many games or have Twitch built into it now. I mean, where you go direct to Twitch, which is great.
And YouTube has that now.
And
They
yep,
have the thing
YouTube
that slides out.
Well, that's Google sliding in there. That's
Yep.
trying to get them started.
Mm.
So you've got that going on, but I'm afraid that eventually it's going to be, as you are agreed to a partnership, you are going to be placed upon these rules. And I'm sure that if any of us gets partnered, we can all tell each other, or maybe we can't. That's why it's so mysterious, and maybe that's the way they like it.
Oh, contract
is that when
signing. Is it behind these closed doors? You don't know what's going on. Are they sending hitmen round to streamers' houses?
I don't think they're setting hitmen, but I mean, honestly, anytime that you sign a contract or anything, or that you agree to something,
Yeah.
you're agreeing that if you want this monetization, if you want this sub revenue, you have to do this. You have to maintain this. Well, I don't know if you have to maintain, but you have to do this. So yeah, gotta love non-disclosure agreements. I agree, and that brings up non-disclosure agreements. That brings up to another topic that's kind of irked me lately is that the early access to Twitch partnered gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, being a non-partnered streamer, being a small streamer, that irks me a lot because now all of a sudden you're stealing all these viewers for that game because you have early access to it. And let's face it, some of these games, if you get early access to, and you've got people that are watching 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people watching this early access to a game, and you got a really good gamer, they're gonna play through the game and then they're like, oh yeah, we've already seen this game, we don't
yeah,
why should I watch Joe Schmo, who's a new guy, stumble through it? And the viewer count, I think, goes down. So
it's kind of unfair in a way. It's like the smaller streamers can't grow. It's like, how do they build a community if they can't have the games that they want to play, but people aren't coming because there's already people that have played the game?
Yeah.
It's also something I want to do with CGS. To be honest, in the future, and hopefully it's like quite near in the future, I want to work with companies and developers and stuff to help us smaller lot be able to, how do I put it?
Don't mince words, just say it.
I'm not good at speaking today.
Just say it. Just say it. Don't mince it.
I guess it's a case of allowing them to experience new games or games that are in beta, and just allow them to have some sort of spotlight for that sort of thing. Because you're right, it's just the partnered streamers that are getting all of it. So I want to help the smaller ones as well. So that's going to be one of my future aims, sort of thing.
That leads us on to the question of how do you build a community on Twitch? When you start off, how do you get people to keep coming back, and how do you get those people to watch you? How do you do that?
I honestly, I mean, and from my own experience, starting small is you need to network. You need to watch these bigger streamers, interact in these chats, make these friends, make these acquaintances that you have in other communities, and say, hey, look, while this streamer is not streaming, and honestly, that's the hardest time for finding the time, what time zone to stream in, because
that's true.
my primary audience is you guys over in Europe and that side of the world, because the time that I'm streaming, most of the kids are in school, or
Yeah.
most of the adults are at work, and
I'm
you
in
know,
school when you go like, because that's unfortunate for you because your job requires you to stream at that time. Otherwise, you can't stream because you have to work in the
exactly,
evenings in America.
exactly.
Whereas I'm
So
quite
you
lucky.
know,
Oh, sorry, carry on.
yeah, you're very lucky.
Yeah,
You
because 7 p.m. My time. Like people like Baz. I think Baz is an hour ahead, so I think that Baz is able to watch at 8, which isn't too late. I'm
mhm.
there at 7, and then people who are 5 hours behind, that's 2 in the afternoon, and they're coming out of school later on, when I'm still up, so I can get best of both worlds. It's quite
Yeah,
a good time.
yeah. It's and for some people, I mean, um, you know, finding that right stream time and finding that, you know, to get that audience to do that, like when we were trying to come up with when we're going to have this show, we were looking at,
Mm.
okay, when does everyone stream?
Mhm.
You know, when does everybody start streaming, you know, on a Sunday? I mean, and that's why we chose this time, is because we took in consideration that, let's all face it. I mean, you're watching three guys sit around the room talking about shit that we have no idea about and we're just speculating on. But there's other guys that are, you know, that are starting to play, you know, starting to stream. I mean, you got a couple of other people that are, you know, they're picking up, and we wanted to make sure our audience was able to watch us before, you know, before everyone started going through. So that's how we kind of decided it. Um, and for what is it? Who asked where I live? I am in New York State, sir. Oh, that's Minty. Yep, I'm up in upstate New York, way, way, way above New York City. So, but yeah, no, it's tough and it's rough to try to find these times. And you know, there's been several times where I wanted to go streaming, but then I looked who was live in the Minecraft community and going, well, I can't compete with that, or I can't pull people away from that because
Mm.
those are the people that they're watching. And you know, and at the same time, I don't want to feel like I should try to take their viewer count away from them, or the audience that I'm targeting is that.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, you have to look at that, and it's just, again, you know,
It's like a
it's
competition, isn't it? And
it is very much competition.
if someone who you get along with is streaming and their community is very much part of yours as well, you
Yeah,
don't want to
that's true.
cause a competition between you and your friend because you're like, no, I want to
Now,
let them
what happens a
have that
lot
sort of thing.
is a lot of my friends stream at the same time. So I'll flick
Yes.
between each stream continuously because I don't want to be like, no, I don't. I want to watch them. I want to watch them. But it's so hard because it is a competition. You don't know who to watch.
Mm. I mean, I've got 3 monitors, and most of the time I'll have a stream or at least two sort of thing.
Yeah, and then you mute one, talking the other, mute one, talking the other. It's just move between
Yeah.
all of them because you don't want to be. You want to be there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to pick side.
Exactly, and some people who've got, you know, enough screen real estate, they'll watch 3 or 4 streamers at once. Whether they listen to all 3 or 4 streams, I don't know, but they interact with 3 or 4 channels, and that's you know, trying to figure that out and trying to balance that is just one thing. And you know, once you build your communities and you do that, then you can start thinking less and less about that, because that's what's going to happen. It's just you're gonna as soon as you go live, you know, instantly you're gonna have, you know, a bunch of people following, and you know, it's always difficult to decide when we want to do things. So,
Can I
and
just
when do you want to stream?
Can I just quickly say, if you do want to click the panels, because Matt and Raven are very good streamers. If you do, when Raven does stream, should I say, click the panels and click the panels below. On their name, it will lead you to their Twitters, and then from there you can find their Twitch links and stuff. Follow them, and if you want to follow the ScrubTalk Twitter, then feel free as well. And if you want to follow the channel as well,
Mhm.
feel free.
Yep. And if Callie remembers that he put in the panels are our actual Twitch channels in each one too. So
Mhm.
you put the Twitter and the Twitch stuff. So,
Yeah.
and yes, please do follow the channel and keep up. We will try to keep this pretty regular time. I don't know if this time is going to work anymore for me, but
It
we'll
works
see.
perfectly, Matt.
All right, whatever. Yeah, it's a 2-1 majority vote anyway. So, anyway.
One thing, another thing I wanted to say, because Raven's lovely list here. This is a really good point. Partnered streamers, when they like go away, the amount of people that unsub or don't come back when they like leave for a certain amount, if they go on a holiday, it's like the struggles of a partnered streamer. opinions
Yeah.
on that?
Mm.
I I I actually was thinking, because I live in a resort area and I live in a tourist area. I actually wanted to invest in a piece of property, set it up as a streaming house, where in the basement you put together a 2 room or a 4 room streaming area with computer, green screen, cameras, everything that you would need,
Wow, that'd
and
be
then
cool.
market it on Twitch to the larger streamers, saying, "Hey, look, I've got a perfect place that you can go on vacation for." And this is for USA streamers. I'm not saying world streamers or anything like that, but for the guys in the USA, saying, "Hey, look, I've got a beautiful place to come visit. Okay, while you're here and while you're on vacation with your family, you have access to a streaming room with dedicated internet, that type of thing, and actually have a place for them, so that, because that's what happens. You go on vacation
Yeah.
and you lose viewers because you went on a week vacation or you went on a 2 week vacation. Or
Do you think many people would do that though? Come to your place and stream from
I've
there?
had it. I've had a couple of people message me and say, when you go to do that, let me know, because they are interested, because and it's the older streamers. It's not necessarily the younger guys and stuff
Mm.
like that, because let's face it, the area that I'm in is more suited for families. So the families with
Mm.
kids and stuff like that. I mean, I got a water park that's 15 minutes away from here. I've got, there's access to 14 different lakes within 20 minutes of my house in the area that I'm in, and there's plenty of mountains to hike and to see. So there's plenty of stuff to do around here. So I mean, I'm in a perfect environment where I could do something like that, and if there's enough interest, I may actually do it.
So during the
Um,
day, they could go out with their family, do certain things, come back, stream for that amount of time, then go and chill with their family again, because they got the option
yeah,
to do that while they're on
exactly,
holiday.
and right, and I mean, and I even thought that even for people who are trying to get into it and trying to get into the streaming, having access to somebody who already set a professional system up,
Mm.
That's a good point as
you
well.
could you could use that and kind of get a feel for it. And let's be frank, and I know this is one of the topics that I'm bouncing around because I don't have the topic screen in front of me, is, actually, we go back to what the original topic you were on. I think that if you can minimize or mitigate the amount of time the vacation they take, I think they'll mitigate how many viewers they lose. But at the same time, is it for the streamer that they're taking their vacation because they need a break?
But then
Mm.
again, Lethal says I think it's odd someone would go on holiday, but then ditch their family to stream. They're saying, why wouldn't you go on a holiday and enjoy? But then again, that's the point that we're making, that partnered streamers lose these subs and viewers when they go away,
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like
Mm.
the viewers feel like they're not going to come back, or they don't care about them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard.
No, and
Yeah.
I've seen a couple streamers, and you've done it, Callie, when you were on vacation. You brought a laptop with you and you streamed, and it may not be what you normally streamed, but you streamed.
Even
Mhm.
if it was just a vlog sort of thing, it's
Mm,
still
Exactly.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you want to show people that you're still there, but it's hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is. It's very hard.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
difficult. You want the time off, but is that going to have a negative impact? And
mhm.
you got to work a way of like getting around that.
Right.
Baz, I think the point of them going away with their family that Matt's trying to make is that this is aimed at sort of older streamers. Well, he's open to like younger streamers wanting to do it, but from the people he's had interest from, I imagine, are with people with families. That's what he's saying. It's not exclusively for people with families, but yeah,
Mm.
that's the point we're saying.
But I understand what he's saying too.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you're going on vacation, why you're going on vacation from your regular job? Because let's face it, a lot of people treat this as a job.
Mm.
Yes.
My thing is okay. People have started to work from home and work from vacation anyway. So let's just go ahead and, um,
Oh, you're talking to
let's
Lethal.
let's give them the ability to stream. Let's give them
Mm.
give the partner an ability to log in.
Mm.
There's still some logistics, and I'm not sure it's going to be marketable. And if it's possible that I can, that it's going to be found that I've got people who want that type of thing.
I
That's
just
awesome.
don't know whether people. The sort of thing is, it's hard to know how much you'd. Oh, sorry, I just got a follow on my main account. That's weirdly. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, you can. There's people who are partnered like that. When they go away, would they pay to use a stream room, or would they buy a gaming laptop, and would they stream from that, and go somewhere where they know there's going to be internet, where they can choose whereabouts they go? Because if they're just limited to your New York place, would they want to go there each year with their family, or would they want to go elsewhere with a gaming laptop?
Honestly, it's all dependent. I mean, it all depends on what kind of streamer. And I'm just throwing ideas out. This is marketing that I'm still working on. I'm still trying to
Yeah.
set this up as a viable plan. But I live in a unique area. Okay, that's why I said this, and I've seen the environment here. I mean, come on, how cool would it be to watch some of your top streamers? Hi, we're live from a remote location, and the background is looking over like a mountain view.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, where you've got
it's
all
better than a
that.
door.
It's better than a green screen right now. Okay, I
Yeah.
mean, because honestly, if you want to see what's behind the screen, it's a bunch of computers that I've been working on, so it's nothing.
I think the way you'd market it, like Jazz said, is to meet internet friends. So if a group of people went there on holiday, maybe that would be more marketable. Then they could stream from that
Yes,
location,
yeah,
go to
actually.
America, and then go about, rather than families. Because I think it is marketable to families. But like, imagine CGS wanted to go to America. We all met there, and then imagine you got 5 PCs set up. We could all stream, 5 of us from the CGS. We could all stream at our usual times, but also go around together during the day. It's like such a good idea.
And I
Yeah, I
would be willing
mean-
to plan for that in the future as
Yeah,
well.
imagine.
Yeah,
It'd be amazing.
Right. And, I mean, again, I like I said, I was only thinking of marketing it to families, but I mean, if you've got a 5-room house, a 5-bedroom house, and you set it up with with 2 streaming lounges in the basement, and then 1 in the main room, so you can get a group together like that. Yeah, you could do that. You could do something like that, which is, I mean, that's just something again that I'm kind of kicking around, and
It's a cool idea.
it is a cool idea. I mean, it's a little bit of an investment, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
It's just whether
But
you'd be
yeah.
able to make the money back from it, because I don't know whether you'd be doing it for a profitable gain, or would you be doing it as more of a charitable thing for streamers in the community.
Well, let's face it. Everything that we've talked about is all about the money, man. I mean,
it's true.
Let's
sad, but it's true.
let's face it. It's sad, but it is true. I mean, it's all about the money. So you've got all that. So, but I mean, and again, going back to having equipment available for streamers. I mean, you might have somebody who was on school on vacation and say, "Hey, let's stay here because they got a stream room, and I've always wanted to try streaming," and they break into it because they can't get the equipment.
That's true as well.
But and let's face it, and Toxic, I'm gonna pick on you. You want to get into streaming. I know she wants to get into streaming, but she's had problems with hardware where she couldn't get her camera to sync up with her audio, and we worked with her to get that, or I've worked with her to get it right and give her suggestions to get it right. Because let's face it, not everybody has a setup like all of us.
Yeah, I've been in Toxic Stream before, not to pick on Toxic again, sorry, but where
No, I'm sorry I'm picking on you, Toxic, but I'm just pointing out to you.
I think it was one of her hard drives broke in the middle of the stream, or the GPU.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was because she doesn't have the setup in order to run the stream. It's sad, but yeah, you got to be lucky with your setup.
Minnie, I'm all for it.
Raven with the world's loudest keyboard.
Yeah,
true.
well,
It's true.
I haven't typed on my keyboard, but let's face it, for some people, all they need is the built-in webcam of their computer, the built-in microphone or a headset mic, and they're off to the start. Where you have people like us who, I've honestly to sound the way I do has cost me probably close to $1,000, and
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
just
surprised.
that's just in audio.
Yeah,
Okay.
but your audio is
That's
insane.
audio.
Raise your hand in chat right now if you think Matt sounds beautiful. Just do it. Yo, Joker. And so Baz says, I was thinking of buying a house in England and making it into a gaming house for certain people. Imagine that. Just imagine. That would... Imagine Okay, I think the best thing ever, sleeping, waking up in the morning, going, oh, you stream, I stream. We're going to do a dual stream today. It'd be amazing. Just be like, I'm going to go stream for 6 hours and I'm going to go out. Let's all go down drinking, go out, get some food. It'd be just so good.
I think Node Fusion really got the right idea.
Yeah, they have, and they all get on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
works so well.
I'm mixed on that.
You're mixed. What's your opinion?
I think that as an idea as whole, they picked the right streamers to do it, and they got the right like-minded people. But honestly, some of their streams, and to be honest, I don't know if you've watched Waffle lately. I don't know if you watched a lot, and I threw out that name. But I don't know if you actually sat and watched them. Their streams go back a year. They're not as entertaining as they once were.
They're not as energetic, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree.
I
I
I
watched.
mean,
used to watch him, but
you
not
can
at all now.
you can see it that it's now a job.
Yeah, I watched it
Yes.
in. I remember when he was build. Were you there when he was building that like massive? Uh, what are they? Guardian Farm. Were you there when he was building that on his stream? It was a huge
Yep.
project on his Minecraft. He was so excited. He was like
Yeah.
he couldn't. It was just a huge project. It was so fun. I went on his stream the other day, and he was just sat there, kind of just staring at the screen. He didn't look engaged. He just didn't look like he was enjoying it at all.
Mm.
It was like you can tell
Mhm.
definitely when it's turned into a job. Like he looked like that was
Yep.
such a fun thing to be building, and then he looks like he's bored of it now.
Hmm.
In the
Yeah.
middle of the Minecraft stream, he started looking at other games because he was bored.
Right.
It just
And
shows.
and don't get me wrong. I mean, he's got a huge viewer base. He's been doing it for a long time. They've all been doing it for a long time. I think that the idea in a whole is having a bunch of streamers come together, forming a group, and actually, because who's that other who's the other group that does it?
House.
There's Nerd Fusion.
Oh, what's that called? Streamer House. Is that the one you're talking?
Yeah, there's Streamer House, and then there's the other one. They're Minecrafters. God, they do a huge amount of YouTube videos. Somebody in chat, come on, somebody's got to know.
Yogscast?
The Pack.
Yes,
Who's
yes,
it?
Yogscast.
Oh,
Yogscast,
Yogscast.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, they were the first ones to do it, and
Mm.
and be successful at it.
They were very
But-
successful, but they've died
but
down
you-
a lot as well.
Well, yeah, they have, because you can only put so much energy towards it, and then eventually you got to figure out something else. But yeah, they were successful at it. They're good at it. Nerd Fusion is being successful at it. But if I just look at those guys and I'm like, all right, they're not. They realize that, oh yeah, this was a really good idea, and then when they got into it, all of a sudden they're like, well, this is now work. When you agree to do this, you are now working. You have to pull this. You have to do this. You have to come 110%. And if you don't, it's going to affect the corporation in the long run.
Although their charity streams, obviously, that one that they do each year, that is very good. I don't think that looks like work for them because it's
No, but I
that's them
think that they
enjoying the game.
enjoy it. I think they enjoy that type of thing. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's what they enjoy.
That's what they need more of
that's-
though, because that's the thing that people enjoy watching as well. That's when their viewers go up because that's the thing that's funny and it's really good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's but let's face it, those guys started, going back to originally what I was saying about hardware. Those guys started small, and then they built their setups and evolved, kind of like you've done with yours, Callie. I mean, we've got you, moved up in your audio and in your
Mhm.
your video, and you've added more monitors and you've added interaction, through it.
But that's
A
only,
lot of people can't.
that's only
Yeah, but
thanks
that's
to
through
donations.
donations.
Yeah,
Right.
Which
But-
is why people don't like it as well.
Right.
It's a hard. I wouldn't be able to sound like this or have this. I used to stream on a laptop with a wireless mouse, which was so bad it disconnected every 2 seconds. I got 10 frames in Minecraft, and my webcam was from my laptop. And that's how I started streaming. And
Yeah.
now I have this, and it's like, whoa, how did this even happen? Like, I just playing a game, talking to people, and now I've suddenly got this. It's crazy.
Right, and Dodgy's right. If you looked at, I think he's talking about Nerd Fusion. They've got Blackmagic cameras. They've got a dedicated sound room to do audio. Yeah, I've looked at those Blackmagic cameras, the Micro Studio cameras. Those are $1,800 US,
That's
Mm.
crazy. So they're just
and
because
that's without the lens.
that's because they have the support though.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
Very much so.
So, but what I'm saying is that, I mean, I've seen some of these casts that are out there that they're not even a webcam cast. They're just they've got they sound really, really good. They're interacting with their chat, and there's no webcam, and they're rocking 400 or 500 people.
Have you heard of Huawei? Have you heard of him? He's a Minecraft streamer.
No, I haven't.
He's disappeared now, but he doesn't have a webcam. He just has beautiful audio, and he's good at the game. So that's when you say, do people watch for the gameplay, or do people watch for the streamer? Chat, would you watch a stream for the gameplay or the streamer?
I'm gonna touch on this. I think it's all dependent on the person. Some people watch it for the gameplay. Some people watch it for the streamer. Some people watch it depending on what's going on. I mean, because let's think about it. Sometimes, like, I watch Gaming on Caffeine on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
The reason why I love watching Gaming on Caffeine is, one, he's funny. Two, I can literally just put him on, drink coffee, do other stuff in the background, and he's entertaining in the background. You know, his background noise. You know, and watching him play obviously some of the games that I play modded, it helps. Other times I want to interact with somebody, so I'm watching an interactive streamer. You know, this morning if I had to make my choice of drinking coffee and talking with all you guys, I chose drinking coffee and talking with you guys. But that's what I chose to do. And a lot of people, I think it's based on what you want to do.
Yeah.
So everyone's saying that they kind of watch for the streamer. That's
right.
But they are saying both as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I can watch a stream, but I much prefer it, and I find it weirdly easier to watch if there is a face cam. It's really bizarre, but I like to know who's talking. So if I'm lurking, I can watch a stream without it. But if I'm interacting in chat, I prefer there to be a face cam. But then that's just me. I mean, obviously there's no right or wrong. So
I couldn't actually, because I got I made another Twitch account. This is my second one.
yeah.
I started completely fresh. Didn't tell anyone that I had this new channel. I started it, and I only did a face reveal when I was at, I think, 300 followers, and
Right.
I remember when I did that, no one could believe it, and it was just so awkward turning it on and speaking for the first time, showing people my face, because they just could link the voice to the face, and at that point my voice was very, very squeaky as well. So it was a little bit weird.
No, not at all.
But yeah, would you prefer face cam on or off, Matt?
Obviously, if I'm like this,
Off?
might be maybe
Off.
off. But honestly, it's depends. It depends. You know, sometimes the streamer, you should have a face cam. Some of them they don't. Some stay like Baz is saying, staying anonymous sometimes is better interaction with chat. Because you can be yourself, you can be quirky, you can be
weird,
giddy, you can be weird, you can have fun, but all of a sudden, as soon as you attach a face to it, it's instantly burned that that's that personality and that's that person.
I think I quite like facecam though, because I think a lot of funny stuff can happen with facecam. I think we're using, because like when I zoom in on my face or whatever, when I'm trying to say something to like be funny or whatever, when I'm trying my hardest to make one person, I'm joking, but no, when I zoom in on my face, I quite like doing that. I just think it's funny, but I wouldn't be able to do that without facecam.
I agree there. Raven?
No, I was just about to say, I mean, like, Callie, when you're playing horror games and stuff, it wouldn't have been as funny if you didn't have the face cam.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think
this is true.
When I scream, everyone's like, oh, then they see me and jump off my chair or whatever. When I was playing Emily Wants to Play and I was hiding behind my chair on the floor crying, I think without face cam, you wouldn't have known what was going on. You would have just heard me cry.
No, exactly.
So,
Yeah, no, I think it's I think
audio description.
I think a face cam adds a certain amount of fun to it, the element of it, providing you have somebody who's again, who's entertaining and stuff like that. And you have other people. I mean, let's face it, I'm not the best looking guy in the world, and I know that. But thank God I'm married and my wife loves me, so that's all that matters. But I disagree. Yeah, except when I put the hat on. When I put the hat on for some reason,
get it now. You look amazing.
I can't get it right now. You know where it is right now?
It's your lucky hat. Oh, was it next to your wife who's sleeping in bed?
No, it's up in the kitchen actually, I need to wash it before I put it on because it reeks of being in the kitchen. So
okay, we're gonna change the topic to Matt's hat.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not say we did. Yeah, face cam adds a certain, I don't know what. Yeah, I agree. It's I'm sorry, it has to be like that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I mean, and then one of the topics I know we had is, and I'm not picking on women here. I'm not at all, but female streamers versus male streamers.
I think it's because it's like a limited market. It's like, oh my god, there's a woman streaming. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that, yeah, but again, you got some people that and Twitch is kind of they clamp down on women streaming on what can be shown because let's face it, men love to look at women. I mean, unless you're even if you are, men still love to look at women. The female body is
the way you steered off from saying something that might have been slightly offensive was quite good there, man. I'm gonna stop myself before I say that. I'm gonna move away.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from that, but they've cracked down. They've cracked down on it. League of Legends streamers are notorious for this, and let's face it, the face cam and the body cam sells sometimes the stream.
Yeah, I was watching one once. This woman, she was streaming. Someone subscribed. The Zoom thing I do. She did that on her boobs. Started doing star jumps. 2 seconds.
But let's be practical about this. Sex sells. I hate to say it, guys. I mean, it does. The flip side to all this is if you got a streamer who's a male who's extremely good looking and has got extremely good personality, he does the same thing. He attracts female viewers. Okay, so I mean it's the flip side too. Okay, obviously they're not doing crotch shots or anything like that, but still, I mean.
Maybe that's why Raven gets so many female viewers because he is just got that look.
Yeah, Raven, you got it rolling, man. That's just saying.
Minty might start a stream with crotch cam.
Yeah, it's. I'm not knocking women who stream, but what I'm knocking is the women who stream who actually don't play the game and are just stealing people because they're using their body, you're using to get donations and stuff. There's one Twitch streamer, she's been banned from Twitch, not banned from Twitch, banned from Twitch, banned from YouTube. I don't know, whatever.
Are we gonna drop a name here? Are we gonna drop a name?
No, we're not gonna drop a name.
I do not. The drama.
Best not to.
Yeah.
No, it's best not to. But I'm saying but again, drama brings people.
True, it does. Yeah,
let's face it.
Start drama. Everyone, give us a topic to start drama.
Why is the topic Matt's hat? Yeah, we need to change the topic.
Okay, I need to describe this. Literally, Matt. Okay, when Matt streams with this hat, his stream goes amazingly well. He wears a hat, Raid from Pulp John Fiction, 100 viewers. Everyone's chatting. He's gotten so many followers. It's the hat. I'm telling you. He wear the hat another time. Everyone's coming back in. They're like, "Oh my god, Matt, it's the hat." I'm telling you, it is.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, but I'll bring the hat out eventually. We'll see if that is good. Again, LC's correct. I like watching Amy Nico. I like watching
Spy Leah.
Yeah, Spy. Yeah, Leah. Yeah. I love watching those guys because they're engaging and they're fun to talk with.
Well, it's exactly the same as like they're not doing anything that's bad. They're just playing a game and talking like everyone else on Twitch. They're not these, because I think we categorize female streamers as the people who are the ones that are doing it just for money by wearing very little clothing. Whereas actually the majority of female streamers, like women who stream, do it normal. Like they do it the same as everyone else. So it's only a very small minority. But I think the thing is we generalize a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, we do, and that's why I said I appreciate those two streamers for the exact reason is they don't play the game. No, you know what I mean? They don't play. Yeah. They don't play.
Is that when they put the game in the corner?
The visual game.
Mm.
Oh yeah. They're good streamers. They interact. They play the games. They have fun doing it, but at the same time they're not using what they could be using to entice people into the channel, and that's awesome. And I give them credit for that. And I love watching them. I like interacting with Amy all the time. I mean, because she's so fun to interact with.
Mm-hmm. She's nice.
Leah, I just started watching Leah, so I'm not, I don't know her as well as I know Amy, but I don't know. I mean, but I mean, I've seen Amy a lot more, and I've interacted with her a lot more than I have Leah. But they're great. They're good. They're good. They're good at what they do. Toxic is another streamer. I love interacting with Toxic because one, she doesn't give a fuck.
True, complete savage.
She doesn't. and two, she's interactive. You can talk with her, you can have fun and with her and stuff like that. So it's a good time. It's a good time to be in it. The other streamers that we're talking about, they're like airheads. They're just like they are talking heads. Their face cam is bigger than the actual gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be face it, Twitch is a game streaming site, with the exception of esports and all the other crap that they're starting to get into. But it's a gaming site.
Yes.
Yes, zero shits to be given. I agree. Definitely.
Sitnos just said their community died, so they should lose their sub button. What do you think about that?
Oh.
I don't agree with that. I think it's a hard one because then again they're not getting.
Again, I haven't read Twitch terms of service in the partner program, so I can't tell you what that would be. Right. So I don't know. Yeah, social eating. Yeah, social eating, social drinking, social boo flashing, that type of thing. And no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Let's get the link for that.
Yeah. Honestly, if come on, guys, with the internet, with the access to the internet now, if you wanted to see boobs, you can find it within 30 seconds of mistyping in Google.
Mistyping, Matt? Mistyping, or
think about it. How many times have you done a search on Google where it's brought up some result that you were like, really?
I typed in Hotmail once, and then you don't want to know what came up on that.
I completely agree. So.
A lot of Guy League of Legends streamers don't video cam though, but I'm gonna drop Casey Tron so you guys don't have to.
Thank you. Yes. Social masturbating. Yes, we are. We do pick topics like that, but so tying this all back around to where we were talking before about hardware and stuff like that, and trying to get us on point because I know Callie's got to get rolling and stuff like that here soon.
My mum's showing me. I'm gonna go shopping.
Shopping.
I haven't been in like 4 years.
Yeah, no, I hear.
Okay, maybe not, Raven.
So, my advice to anybody out there who's trying to get into this, and Raven with you, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just be yourself. Do what you do, and get out there. And the hardware build upon it as you start getting into it and as you like it. Like this audio chain, I don't use it for just Twitch. I also do ham radio or amateur radio, and I use it for that. It's plumbed into the same thing. So for those of you who are geeks out there and have a ham radio and listen, you probably will hear me at some point in time during a contest or something like that.
Hey.
And I do plan on streaming contests too, so that you kind of get a feel for why else I use this. So keep that in mind that I've built mine to do dual purpose and obviously Callie, you're doing the same thing with YouTube and stuff like that, where you're starting to do more YouTube and you're starting to bring audio in and the video and stuff like that, and you're doing the editing. It's a dual purpose. So you shouldn't, unless your goal is to do this full time. Have fun with it, enjoy it.
Yeah, just build as you go along, like we have.
And build as you go along. Like I've been saying that if Twitch offers me partnership on my one channel, would I take it? Would I not? I honestly don't know.
You wouldn't take it if they gave it to you? I would. I just want the emotes. I just want the emotes.
You need to read the small print. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'd have to read the small print. But you'd have to look at it and say, okay, is this something I really want? Is this something? If I'm going to make this commitment, am I going to commit to it? That you have to be on board about it. And if you're not on board about it, then I know people that have got 1,500-1,600 viewers and they're not partnered because they don't want to be.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want it. So, but yeah. So, all right, we've got 5 minutes to close here. So, Raven, what do you want to close with, man?
On the spot, Blush, go on.
On the spot.
Yeah.
Yep, on the spot.
What am I to say now? You could do this.
Well, guys,
hey, we've done a lot of talking, so it's your turn.
If you want to follow the channel, feel free. If you want to check out the Twitter, all the links and everything on the panels below, just click all of them. And yeah, just Raven, you got your hands up.
No.
You're looking like you're.
I'll break it. I'll break.
You're pointing. Okay.
I'll break Raven real quick for a second. Baz, I agree. 20K in donations a month is good, but we'll talk about tax implications later.
That'll be next time. But yeah, it's been really
Yes.
good. We're gonna upload
Yeah.
this to YouTube. I think I should be recording. Hopefully, if not, we got the VOD.
Yeah.
I'll upload
Yeah.
this to our YouTube. I'll link it soon. Follow us on Twitter, please do. Check us all out. Thank you so much, everyone that's here. And
Yes.
yeah, have a good one.
And
Matt?
guys, also follow us on Discord too. We take the topics we have and we follow them in Discord.
Yes.
Raven, if you can post that link or whoever is on it.
I believe I made a Discord.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, join us on Discord. I will be, after I go up and see my wife and stuff like that, I will be in Discord to watch or to start, chatting with people and going into depth more into the topics that we discussed, because we're just doing it a broad,
It's just being
a
fun,
look at
just
some,
talking.
yeah, it's just being fun stuff like this. So,
But yeah, thank you. Everyone.
yeah, thank you guys for taking your time on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning for my case and coming out, literally. And I will say, Callie was texting me at 5:45 in the morning going, "Are you awake? Are you awake? You awake? Matt.
We were
Okay.
panicking. We were like, is he going to get
Yeah.
up? Is he going to get
Yeah,
up?
we were a bit like, ooh.
Well, and I'm glad you did, because I literally thought we were going to start at 6:30,
Okay.
which.
But at least we got it now.
Yeah.
6:15, 11:15. Got it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Thank
we'll
you,
try.
Baz. Thank you. Everyone that's here. We're
Yeah.
just wittering on now. Thank you, everyone. Have a good time.
Thank you. Yep. Have a good one,
And we'll
guys.
see you next
And
Sunday.
thank you for. Yep. We'll see you next Sunday.
What were you going to say, Matt? Thank you.
Nothing.
Oh,
Just thank
no.
you guys.
Oh.
This has been a pleasure. I mean, it's been smooth. The chat's been good. We got to
Mhm.
get Raven to talk a little bit more, and then we're all good.
Perfect. Have a good one, guys.
I have to agree.
Bye.
Bye.